We're starting raking third cut. I've got little Henry here with me. Henry, do you want to wave? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah.
Can you say hi, Mom?
Hi.
He gets camera shy, but he loves attention. Anyways, yeah, I'm in the rake right now. Normally Gerhard is. He's got to do some stuff right now, so for the next hour or two of raking, I'm just gonna get started for him, and then he'll be out here after, so we're gonna get it unfolded and started. Damn it. You saw me trying to unfold right there. Henry, you can come down if you want. Come here. Come on. So, and you heard me say, damn it. And that's because, there you go, Henry. Yeah, there was an oil leak. That's why it's like that. And our pressure washer's broke right now. That's why we haven't clipped it cleaning. So anyways, I said damn it because the string just broke. And it doesn't look like there's too much extra right there. Because that, I think, went through the loop and then it would pull with it up. That way it was on a 90. To get it unfolded, because I'm going to need more string, I'm just going to shove it in one of these holes like this. And that's why having an extra pin sometime is nice. We got it wedged up. It's not even enough string to get it to tie itself to hold it. But that'll work. Jeez, Henry crawled himself already up here because he heard me say I got it. Right, Henry? Yes. There we go. Put that in float. Pull that pin out. And I'll start raking and someone will come over. We're raking now. So right above test plot there. It's different this year. Normally you start raking right there when you start the cut, but stuff changes. So we're starting up here, and because I'm on the camera, I'm not even making the windrow the correct width. I'm way too wide. But it's working clean right now. He mowed this yesterday. I think he started mowing, around 11 o'clock. I want to say he got started because it was before lunch. So I think 11 o'clock he got started. He had to go through the mower a little bit. And Bertie said that it's the most grass out of the 3 cuts so far. And we were kind of expecting that because other than the floods, it's been great growing weather for the corn and the grass. We've gotten rain and then it's been hot and humid. So it's been optimal growing conditions. It's just been a little too much rain, and that's what's causing all these floods. But without rain, nothing grows, and with too much rain, it destroys stuff and washes stuff out. But putting really bright rope on, so that way there's safety colors on here. Might even last longer now. It's actually all I could find that would somewhat work. And we'll just run it new up to here. Well, the camera's not showing it. Just gonna run it all new all the way up through that hole onto that clamp, and it'll be good. Got it done. I had to take one of the bands off. It was 3 bands wrapped, but it was too thick for the loop, and it would stick on him every time, and he'd have to get out. So I just made it 2. It's just as strong as gonna be as that other wire because it's not really doing too much. And that one lasted since 2013, so I'm not too worried. It's 10 years old, so it'll be fine.
I have to get out to open it up my ass. My ass. I guess that's not even the problem. The problem is the rope. You just suck at putting the rope on, that's all that is. Ugh. I pull on that thing and only the front one unhooks. Junk. As always, I completely forgot about the GoPro. I just got done these 2 fields, about to fold it up. And I thought about the GoPro because the wheat, not the wheat, the oats that we planted are right there. And I think it was Friday, we got like 4 inches of rain within, or 3.5 inches of rain in the matter of an hour and a half or so. And it washed a bunch of gravel from the dirt road into this field. Even up there it washed a bunch of gravel into the field. Thought that was kind of crazy. But we'll fold it up and then peek at the oats there, or yeah, oats. Definitely getting some color change going on here. A lot of it looks pretty yellow, or whatever you want to call it, yellowish, brownish. Still got a little bit of hay to rake over there. It actually washed out the culvert, so I couldn't get in from this side, so I gotta drive around. But yeah, there's definitely still some green patches, but all in all, it's starting to turn. Probably, I don't know, middle of August, I think we're gonna be. Looks like the rain might have knocked some of it down there, but middle of August probably we'll be combining there. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know much about the oats, but this was actually the first time since I had Andreas fix that pull rope. There goes Pierre. This is actually the first time since I had Andreas fix that pull rope that I was able to fold and unfold the rake without having to get out, because that back latch there is not working right. It's sticking. So I was actually kind of happy about that. There ain't much here. And right over there you can see the culvert. Well, it was a culvert. It's washed out now. But decided to just drive around real quick. Come in there. Well, this is sort of interesting. I'm raking. And I saw there were some tracks, like some hoof tracks, and I see the culprit. I don't know if you can see her trotting away there. So this just makes my day a little bit longer. Oh man, let's see if I can. I'm gonna stop right here. If this thing I go down. Power's on to the fence. Yep, I'm gonna see if I can get a post out and maybe get her to run over inside without electrocuting myself. Well, we'll see how this goes. Loosen this post up. I'm gonna put this. I got one out, but the wire's still kind of high, so I'm gonna loosen this one up too. Getting 2 posts out should get this wire on the ground and then get her put back in. That's got that wire pretty much on the ground, low enough for her to hop back in if she wants to be cooperative. Seems like it. She ain't took off yet. Come on, girl. Yeah, you know what's going on. Come on. She's just following me. I'm gonna see if I walk in. She'll just kind of follow me. I'll be surprised, because they're kind of trained to not go over the fences. So doing the exact opposite is not usually good going. But I think she sees it. Come on, girl. It's right there. No, no, no. No, no, no. Hey, you miserable thing. Come on. The cooperation level has gone down to 0. Look at this thing. You miserable thing. It makes me really mad. The rest of the group is right there. Where I opened is down there. Man. She's gonna give me an aneurysm. I'm gonna try to open it in another spot. And I got Alex on her way too. Worst part is she's probably flustered because she's all on her own out here. So that gets them worked up and then they don't cooperate. Be better off if there was 2 cows out, because at least then they're together and they're not flustered. Oh, well, I didn't get it on camera. Where'd she even go? Oh, she's down there. She already... 1 second. Maybe you can see her. But I took this post out. I'm at the complete other end of the field now. And I got her to go over here. I already put the post back in. I had laid this one flat. Alex showed up and she's going down to turn the power off so I can... It fell off the insulator there and she brought a post small so we can put the posts back in. But yeah, we got her in.
I haven't had the camera all day. I gave it to Gerhard this morning, and then I got busy. I had a couple hoses. I had a hose blow, and then after that, I was driving truck while Gerhard had the camera. And then I had a hose blow on Philip while he was pushing. So I had to go fix that. Luckily, Eli was still open at Napa. Got that fixed up for me. And then I got back and we got the piston put on yesterday. We hooked it up today because we were pulling it around the yard with just the chopper because I didn't have a tractor up there, and we didn't hook up the hoses for the piston. We hooked them up today on the MX 120 because it's all we got at the moment because the John Deere's broke again. It's kicking out of gear again. They were supposed to be here today to look at it, but they weren't. And so that's that. Anyway, so this is what we're using to pull this dump wagon, and we're using that little 84, which is normally the second bunk tractor. That's pulling the other dump wagon. That hasn't been on dump wagon since Snaplage when I was in college, so like 2017, 2019, somewhere in there. So I'm struggling with this corner. So it's been a long time since that's been on a dump wagon. And then on this one, we got the pistons hooked on, and then found out both of them on the bottom were rotted out in a spot, so both pistons were leaking a little bit. And I had to take both off again, get the oil to stop dripping, and then weld both. So I had to deal with that. And that took me 2 hours by the time I got both done, because I was by myself, because we were chopping, mowing, raking, everything, so you know, it's a little harder to do by yourself, but it's done. And then we slapped this thing on here, the MX 120, with our foldable door. And you might ask, why don't you take it off at this point? It's actually nice because this thing has like one of the coldest ACs on the farm now. You actually always got to turn it off. Now it does come with a free shower, and the drain on this side works good, but this side the pipe's cracked, so it doesn't really work anymore. But yeah,
that wasn't good.
And then
I see that.
Philip's now driving his truck, and Alex is driving truck. But while I was doing all that, Philip was actually pushing, like I said earlier, but Keith was driving, but he went home. And yeah, so Ryan came and he's pushing now for us, which is very nice of him. I was gonna get some recording of him pushing earlier, but I didn't have the camera and I didn't know where it was. So there's Marcus. He loves that dump wagon now. He's loving summer vacation. This one right here is just shorter, dumping wise, because we raised that one off the ground as much as we, not as much as we could, but with the easiest way of doing it with how that frame was, and it was a lot anyways, so it dumps into everything a lot nicer. This one is tight. Plus, it's wider on this side, the way the tires are sticking, so you stay farther away from the boxes, so that makes everything harder too. Oh, there he is. And this one doesn't float as good. So the tires are still in, narrowed up for fertilizing corn. So she is kind of dinky looking on the dump wagon. Just opened up my door latch, because that's functionable. But the nice thing is, swings right out of the way now. We haven't bought a new door because it's like $1,000 for everything. The Philip's backing in. Yeah, this thing has 16,000 hours on it if the gauge is right. I think it's close to 17. I'm not sure, you can barely read it, but somewhere in that range. Well, I tried recording dumping that, and my GoPro shut off because the battery is trying to say is low. We're right below the shop, right across the farm, and the video that was supposed to come out was supposed to be the 4 inches of rain we just got this week. This field right here was under 5 feet of water. The water was going over the road. We've never seen that fast flooding. I'm just gonna use my phone right now, but the grass that you see right here that didn't get raked, that's because it was under the 5 feet of water, and I don't know if it'll show when I drive. No, but it's really dusty. It's got dirt in it and everything else, and we're not putting that in our feed, our main feed bunk. But some of it that got just flooded from the main flood, it rained so much, a lot of it got cleaned out, and it wasn't even that bad. But this stuff that got flooded from this last rainstorm last week, didn't get anything to clean it, and it's just disgusting. But you can see that's nice and green, and then it just turns just dusty, and there's dirt in it and bacteria and nothing good. Two seconds. He hit that way too fast. It's probably because of a clob, because the rake just started right there. I gotta speed up. So you got the Freightliner right here, and that's because Pierre just came to drive. That way Alex can do calf chores. So that's nice of him. So Pierre's here helping, and Ryan. We're right across the shop right now. There's Pierre. He's waiting. For the most part, really nice grass this cut. Like, the actual stuff that is just grew right and didn't get flooded. A lot of volume. say that the wide tires on that dump wagon are really showing how much nicer they are. He is fully loaded. Like Christoph, now that he has a better undercarriage under the dump wagon, he feels safe to actually round it and like fill it max capacity. With the old axles like this one, with the haylage, I guess it wasn't that bad, but he wouldn't go crazy full to really fill the truck boxes. He'll really fill that now. And I mean, it don't fill it like not chopping into it, but it's a good size load now for a dump wagon, so we're pretty happy with it. But because the axles are so much heavier duty, there's no more worry about snapping them. Plus, he's not even leaving a mark fully loaded. I leave as much mark empty as he is loaded. And we're making sure that one's doing the really wet spots as much as possible. I mean, like right here, I just go around it, he just shoots over to me, but the door not being clean, being plexiglass and smashed really hinders the quality of this video, but it saved us a lot of money. That window is about, that door's been on there for about 5 years now, so 5 years we spent a couple $100. We're giving Pierre my dump right here. I wasn't rounded, otherwise you would see the load, but we're down in the wet hole down there, and I didn't want to have to drive to the next row when it was where it was soft and make ruts, so we just switched out dump wagons. Marcus is over there chatting up with Pierre because he's waiting for Philip. Christoph's headed up farther up the King Road. So everybody plays that game. I'll be the last one to turn my lights on. And I am 100% winning that game today. Not by choice, but by this switch just decided to shit the bed. And it's not the fuses, already checked. But the good thing is, if it gets too dark, we hold the high beams all day and we got some headlights. So we do have something to get by, and we're gonna keep going. We're on the King side hill right here. Marcus was 3/4 loaded right there, so Christoph didn't want to do the steepest part. But the camera just never shows hills, and that's for anybody. Windows are nasty, but you'll have that. Well, we're all done for tonight, and gotta work on, well, we're gonna see why the lights don't work on this, because there's a good chance we'll need them tomorrow. My high beams even stopped working at the end, so we'll see. I think it's the switch, but I'm gonna make sure tomorrow with some probe testing, because I don't know why the high beams would stop all of a sudden, or it just blew a fuse because of that. Anyways, it's getting dark anyways, and no lights does suck. So thanks for watching till the next one. And I gotta grab my GoPro out of that tractor before I forget it. But yes, thanks for watching. Till the next one.